Hey everybody, welcome back. Something I wanted to talk about real quickly here. And I'm definitely not a relationship dating expert. Here's very I would definitely not call myself an expert on that subject by any means, but there are a few things I'm sure of. And I made this mistake when I was younger many times with other girlfriends. But I want to, and this advice isn't just for guys, it's also for girls too. But what I want to advise is when you're in a new relationship, do not, whether it's an ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, unless your significant other and the person you're just starting to date, unless they ask you questions about it, don't ever bring up your exes, because more than likely they're going to think that you're not over that person. They're going to think that that person's still on your mind. That's what I would think. And they're also going to think, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to be with me or do you want to be with her? And being hostile, being kind of still talking about an ex doing certain things, make it come across as bitter, hostile, angry, jealous, and you want to come across that way, especially in a new relationship. Fortunately, sometimes first dates, first impressions can really kill the mood, and I made this mistake many times myself, and to the point where now I was kind of still hurt by an ex-girlfriend and new girlfriend. I wasn't as happy with her. She didn't really fulfill all the needs my ex-girlfriend did, and I talked about her a lot, and the current girlfriend I had at the time, and she did mention like, oh, you talk about your ex-girlfriend a lot. I really don't like hearing about her. I'm like, okay, I'll never mention her again, I promise. And I still had pictures of her around the house. And before what I did find out from somebody else is that's not a good thing to do, because it makes it look like you're not over the person, that you're still in love with them. And I can see that. I don't think I've ever experienced that with a girlfriend, but I probably think the same thing too. If she still had pictures up on her Facebook, she still had pictures around the house, or if she kept talking. I know I did date one girl. We met once for coffee or something like that. We ended up not dating. I don't know if she didn't like me or whatnot. She seemed like really into me, but all of a sudden I met her for coffee, and then she kept giving me this bit, which I'm going to talk about that in another video. She kept talking about that she really liked me, but she was just busy, didn't really have time for dating. It's like, well, why did you bother meeting up with me in the first place? But all she did so often, was talk about her ex-boyfriend. And she said like a week prior, she was considering giving him one more chance, and he just didn't follow through on what she wanted. But I kind of started thinking about that to myself. I'm like, do you want to be with him? Because if you want to be with him, why am I wasting my time with you? So yeah, the advice I want to give: don't bring it up. Even if the girl even if you get asked, tell me about your ex-girlfriend, your ex-boyfriend, or about a number of them. I would say, even if you get asked that, just say, I prefer not to talk about that. It's not a good memory. It's kind of a painful memory, but don't talk about it unless you really, even if they're saying that, I prefer not to talk about it. She might plug you, or he might plug you for more questions. I'm like, oh, I'd really like to hear. So at that point, I guess you could go into more detail. I would say first, oh, I prefer not to talk about that. But if she says, oh, that's perfectly fine, you can go into detail about it, then go into detail. But yeah, that's kind of a slippery road that I would, urge not to go down. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all real soon with another interesting topic. Until next time, America.